We have been here many, many times. This is a spectacular venue for fighting sports. The team here knows things backwards and forwards. They make our life easy. Just a great group of people. We hope to be back here a lot during the coming year in 2012. So a big, big thank you to the folks at Mohegan Sun. A great venue and a great team to work with. And our partners at MTV2, huge promotion going cross-platform. I don't know if you were watching the promo for this stuff, but it was all over MTV2 and MTV and Spike and many other networks. So a huge thanks to them. 82 million homes. I'll be very interested to see the numbers on this, because from the first fight on that made TV, it was lighting up online just because of the performance that these gentlemen that I'm privileged enough to be sitting here put on tonight inside that cage. Starting furthest down to my left, Nazare, a young man who is now 10-0, who we have huge hopes for in our lightweight division, has got an unbelievable amount of skill on the ground, but as you saw tonight, spectacular skill standing, great technical striking, brings a lot of power to every fight, and will be a pleasure to watch fight in our next lightweight tournament coming up in season number 6 at the beginning of 2012. A very, very talented fighter who's going to have his hands full in our division against the likes of Patricky Pitbull and Mike Chandler and Eddie Alvarez and others, but a true talent who I feel very lucky is underneath our banner and fighting for us and putting on the kind of shows that he put on tonight to kick off this broadcast. So a big hand for Nazare. Great performance tonight. Nazare, go ahead.
How you doing, guys? Thanks for having me one more time in Bellator. I'm so happy to be here. That's a great time for me. The best time, not a great time, the best time. Worked hard my whole life for this opportunity, and I got to thank my coach for all the support and for the training hard they've been putting. And man, it's an awesome time. I'm just so happy.
Great. Seth, I think it said, I don't know if Seth said it or Ricco said it, but one of the two of them described this fight as a fighter's fight. Two guys with an awful lot on the line, a catchweight fight at 230. And there've been a lot of people going back and forth on what it would be. Ricco was riding a 12-fight win streak. Seth was coming in to show and to prove something. And boy, what an explosive, tremendous performance. I said it on air tonight. It was the karate sits way back down in the back pocket, and when you're born around, you'd seldom die square. And it was just a very exciting performance, a great knockout, and we'll make highlight reel after highlight reel on YouTube. So Seth, a great performance tonight, and a big congratulations.
I guess you said it. I just really want to make highlight reels. I want to just put on exciting fights for the fans. That's all I really care about now. At this point in my career, it's just all about the fans. I really want to make them happy, make Bellator proud for my fights, and I think I did that, and I thank Bellator for having me. I appreciate it. I had a blast. You guys treated me very well. Thank you.
Great. And Ricco, hey.
First of all, I want to thank Mohegan Sun for having me been here. The commission is unbelievable. I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity. Seth was just nothing but respectful. He had a game plan to knock me out. I had a game plan to take him down. He was very unorthodox for me. He brought problems. He hit hard. And, it is what it is. I have to go back to the drawing board. And I'm not done. I'm definitely going to come back and, hopefully Bellator give me the opportunity to come back, and I'm blessed to be even a part of it. Thank you so much, and look forward to the future.
We were talking about Cole Konrad's fight, and I think if you'd asked me to bet the house that Cole Konrad would stand and trade for 10 minutes without one attempt at a takedown with Paul Buentello, who was coming in to try to knock him out, whose chance of winning the fight was trying to knock him out, I would have bet the house in a heartbeat. I did not think that for a moment I would see that. The maturation of Cole's game, the steps that he's taking to improve that game, 8 fights into a career. I've said it a few times, I don't know that there's anybody in mixed martial arts today at 265 pounds who could go to the ground with him and beat him. And for him to be delivering the kind of shots that he delivered tonight, to be effective with the jab, to be keeping distance like he was, it just was a very, very impressive performance to take a look at. A young fighter, still young in his career, without a great deal of experience, elevating his game to that level, and to have the confidence to be able to stand with somebody that has knockout power in both hands, as Paul does, and trade with him, and then eventually make a move for a takedown in the 3rd round. I just thought it was a very impressive performance. A big congratulations to Cole Konrad, our champion, and I know you're now waiting for our heavyweight tournament to complete. That starts off October 1st, but a big win, big congratulations.
Well, first I want to thank the Mohegan Sun. This has been a great venue. Been my favorite so far for sure. And obviously thank Bellator for the opportunity to fight tonight. Had a lot of fun. Learned a lot tonight. You know, I wanted to prove something to myself that I could stand up and exchange punches with a great stand-up fighter. And I was able to do that. So I'm happy where I'm at, progressing every day. It's the goal.
Yeah, once again, I thank Bellator and Mohegan Sun. It was fun being out here. My second time being out here. You know, I prayed to the gods to get him to stand up with me, and I got what I wanted, and I just didn't pull the trigger. It was very hard to get past his jab. He was really tall. I mean, he stayed confident with it, and I got to give it all to him for standing up. I mean, I wished for him to stand up with me, and he did. I just didn't pull the trigger. Just one of those nights he was the gods prayed on him, and he got to get the W. And all hail to Konrad right now. Really appreciate the good fight. It was a good fight, and learned a lot from it. Just got to put more pressure and pull the trigger. Appreciate it.
I keep telling this same story over and over again, but it bears repeating based on the performance we saw out of Pat Curran tonight. We had a lightweight tournament in season number 2, and Jeff Curran came to it. We had one spot left in the lightweight tournament. Jeff Curran came to us with a blown-up featherweight and said, "This kid is going to be something special. You got to believe what I'm saying." And I was just telling Pat, if I had $100 for every time that somebody had come to Sam or myself or one of the members of our team and said, "I've got this amazing fighter and I know his record doesn't look that good and he hasn't done particularly well, but he's going to move up a weight class and he's going to do amazingly well," I could retire. And then he came into our lightweight tournament. He knocked out Mike Ricci, then he beat Roger Huerta, then he beat Toby Amata, then he stood 5 rounds with Eddie Alvarez, and just keeps getting better and better. I was just describing it with Pat. It's almost like watching a fighter play chess. Pele, a great soccer player from Brazil, described what made him great, and he described it by saying that great players see 2 moves ahead, and the world's best players see 4 or 5 moves ahead. And it almost, when I watch Pat fight, it's almost like he's seeing 4 or 5 moves ahead. It's technically just waiting for an opening that he knows is going to come. He sees it and he takes advantage of it. I'm almost at a loss for words in terms of how impressed I am with the maturation of this fighter to my left. He's been really spectacular under this banner. He's gone in a year and a half from being a fighter who was just squeaking into a lightweight tournament to being widely regarded as one of the best featherweights in the face of the earth. And tonight, he faced a gentleman to my right who I believe was and is one of the best featherweights in the world, a guy that I recruited for well over a year to bring into this organization, one of my favorite featherweights to watch fight in the world. I had the pleasure of watching him fight in Japan for many years and then was blessed to see him come and fight underneath our banner. Just an incredibly talented fighter who will be back with us in short order in the next tournament. But to Pat Curran, an unbelievable performance tonight against one of the best fighters in your weight class in the world, and I can't wait to see the next step in your maturation for the world title.
I'd like to say thanks to Bjorn and Bellator for giving me the opportunity to evolve as a fighter in the organization. And sky's the limit. I'm just going to go back to the gym, keep training hard, and keep improving. So, and thanks to Marlon Sandro for putting on a great fight. Thank you.
Quero agradecer ao Bellator pela oportunidade, pela opportunity. Thank you so much. And thank you, Pat Curran. Congratulations. And I will back and there for the fight, and the next fight, for my fans, for my Bellator, for everybody. Thank you so much.